So this is Sebastian from Atlanta, Georgia. Talking to you just because one of my friends I was talking to, he's from India, and we're talking about a topic and a discussion, and then he suggested that I make this message. I mean, the topic that we're talking about, to share it with more folks. Possibly it'll help people and help learn and share as well, actually. And in no way this is the whatever I'm going to share is the only way or the best way to do this, but hopefully it helps people, right? So basically the topic was a situation where he has run into a situation where he has a discussion with his boss, and he's quite upset with something that has come across, and he wants to react to it and go through that, right? And so that's stressing him out, and he has this response ready to go about it, and how to handle that situation. So we just happened to hook up and talk, and then at the end of it he was like, I'm not at all going to react the way I was thinking to. Instead, I have a much better option at hand. So I was just sharing my own perspective or experience about it, and that he really appreciated that I did, and then so he suggested that I share this with you folks. So again, going back to the topic of the email, right? So here is an email coming from my boss, which is really annoying me, or a situation that came across that has really annoyed me, and I want to react. And my mind has this response ready because I know my boss, I worked with him for so long, and I want to give a response, speak my mind out. So here is what I've done, and I suggest I write down what I feel like and what I want to share and respond to in an email. I take out the email address from the to and from fields, so there's no email address, but I'm writing down my response, my mind out, clearly what I mean to say in a professional manner, this being a professional topic. And by the way, this does apply to other situations in life, at your home, with your parents, kids, wife, friends, other situations like in sports. Of course, in ad hoc situations like those where you're interacting, the approach could be different, but it does apply there as well, and we'll go to it later on. So coming back to the email topic, so I'm writing my response down, or my point of view down in an email, writing down exactly, I frame it, compile it, save it, and I just one thing I want to do is not send that email right now. I make sure, in order to make sure that I do respond or do reply back to a topic that I've been questioned about, or I have been asked inputs on, or I want to give a feedback about, I put a follow-up for that email. In Outlook, there's an option to put a follow-up with a time and reminder defined. So at that time, tomorrow, same time, a reminder, in my reminder window, it'll pop up and I can send the response at that time. So I'll not miss out on responding. Or if it's to be responded today, I could put a reminder 30 minutes from now, 2 hours from now. Now, by going through this exercise, what happens is your mind is content with what you wanted to tell, and you have put it in there. So your mind is off the topic, and you are content with what you have put there because that's what you wanted to tell. You're done with it. And now the magic happens. What I have realized is the magic happens after this. After this is where not only your mind, but your conscience, your thought-provokingness, your smartness, your intelligence, your whole being comes together for the same situation and wants to address in a way so that the outcome is positive. I don't mean to be positive in a selfish way to yourself, positive in a way to the topic. So the outcome will be positive. That's what your intention is. That's the whole reason why you want to react. You want the outcome to be positive in the long run. And so when this happens, when all these aspects of you come together, it's a totally different response that you wanted to actually give. Remember, that situation where you were responding, your mind was responding, not the other aspects. And you responded, you put it in an email, and then you go away. And during this going away period, be it 30 minutes, be it 2 hours, be it the 1 day, I suggest that you could do this before sleeping in the night, so you will get a very stress-free peaceful sleep, which is what we miss out on many a times. So go back to that email, push down the email that you already wrote, and start anew. Of course, please don't forget to take out that email eventually when you send, or else you can even have side by side and write a new email with your response to the same topic, and put your thought-provoking intelligence, smartness, your willingness, your whatever you want to communicate now in another email, and respond to it. And then and go back to your previous email and read this one, and you will see the difference that comes into play. Many a times we don't react to things the way we actually want to react, and we end up doing not what we wanted to do, and we end up having consequences and results that we never intended to, just because we used our mind and not anything else while responding to a situation. So that's what I wanted to share. Going back and applying the same things to your everyday ad hoc situations, I would suggest, when with parents, with family, with wife, with children, in sports, I can draw a parallel. When in cricket, great players like Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, Ricky Ponting, any players, when they get intimidated by the bowlers, bowling tough deliveries, tough balls at them, they tend to walk away. They just walk away around the crease, around the wicket area. They walk away and come back. That kind of resets them. They forget about what happened, and they're facing the situation will be based on the situation. That's what they get out of it. That's what I've learned. So this is kind of similar. And so when in day-to-day life you run into these situations, you want to respond. I'm not asking you to not to respond. Respond. Just take a few moments. Just walk around and come back to it. Or just take a stroll and come back to it. Just take a few turns around on your heel in a sports ground and react to it. You will do much positive. You will influence the outcomes in much more positive manner than you would have otherwise. So that's pretty much it. So in fact, this whole video came from my talk with this friend, and I'm thankful that he appreciated what I had to share, and he suggested that I share this with more people. So hopefully this helps more people. Thank you so much.